What's up, everyone? Welcome to The Main Issues. I'm Al Taylor, also known as the Act 24, here with the one, the only, the greatest, the Dragonborn, DJ Williams. We got a great show for you today. Teacher of the Year helps a student get head. Head. A pregnant woman orgasms all over her OBGYN. And Google Stadia is getting bodied by Project xCloud. Don't worry, non-nerd listeners, I will explain. But first, Thanksgiving just passed, so of course we got to talk about that. So what's up, DJ? How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was, the best way I can put it is very filling. Thanksgiving was good, man. Good food, good family, catching up. Typical stuff people like to happen on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Nobody acted up?
No, not that I saw. Everything was pretty good. I remember a couple of my uncles and older cousins was talking about some spades, but never seen it happen. And that's usually when all the issues start. But nothing happened.
Talking about starting a game of spades. And they never started.
well, yeah, but I was saying a game of spades is usually that's when temperatures get a little hot, but never happened. At least it didn't happen while I was there. I left. Let's see, we didn't play spades at my dad and my mom's house. I went to my aunt's house afterwards, and usually, not usually, but yeah, usually. God damn it! I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up tripping over my words. But yeah, we got usually they have a game of spades going in. No, like I said, nothing happened this time. Everybody's too busy watching the game. And I left around 9 or 10, so they started one after that. I don't feel like I missed anything anyway.
No,
but
okay.
It was nice. It was nice.
And the food was good.
Oh, yeah, always. Man.
Ain't nobody brought nothing unseasoned.
Not in my house. Not in my family's house. No, you're going to get laughed right on out. Nope, everything was good. I didn't have not anything bad. The macaroni and cheese, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, you got somebody hook up the macaroni and cheese, too? Because we got one family member, one of my cousins, just make the bomb macaroni and cheese. And if she come without that macaroni and cheese, we make her turn around and go home. You got to go get that macaroni and cheese.
I stay 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It was actually at her house this year. So
Good.
So we were good. We were good. And Tiffany brought a squash casserole. I told her
how did that go?
Before like we the day before or whatever.
I'm laughing already.
No, ahead, I was like, oh yeah, Tiffany says she can make a squash casserole and bring out there, and she was like, maybe she should just bring plates.
Ooh.
She was just playing. She was just playing.
That's hilarious.
For everybody who doesn't know, my girlfriend Tiffany is white.
Caucasian persuasion.
And some Caucasians have been known not to season their food.
Some.
Or add something completely unnecessary like raisins.
To, potato salad? Oh, hell nah, Karen.
Yeah, but yeah, they when we brought it over there, and that was like the first thing my cousin wanted to taste. She's like, "Oh, we gotta taste this, try her out," and she tasted it, and then she was like, "All right, Tiffany, you invited to the cookout." It was pretty good, and I knew it was good, but a little skepticism going on because they just didn't know that squash could be that flavorful.
Yeah,
because she hooked it up with there's a bunch of cheese and onions and stuff, and the onions would set it off.
Yeah,
and Yeah, it was all good. Except she said before we left, because we went to two. Well, I went to two dinners. Went to visit with some of her people. Well, extended family, like her best friends. One of her best friends' parents.
Okay.
We went over there early in the day at like noon. And so she made the squash casserole before we went over there, and was like, she'll just, finish cooking it once we get home. And then like after we had or it was before we left, we were talking about something, and then all of a sudden she was like, oh shoot. I was like, what? I forgot to season the casserole. I was like, you forgot season?
Oh, Lord.
No, you cannot do that. Bringing some food for the first time to one of my family gatherings, they will never let me hear the end of it.
She could not make that mistake again 30 years later, and they still gonna remember you brought that squash casserole?
That bland ass squash casserole.
Man. Ooh.
Yeah, but she got it together. Season it up. Like, she meant to season it, but she just didn't get around to it.
Ooh, shout out to Tiffany on that stage.
Yeah.
She forgot.
Yeah, so I said we went to two, so we was kind of full up after the first one. We like didn't even have that much time till the next one, but I called out there to see what was going on. And like, oh well, we gonna get started around this time. You gotta add 2 hours to that. My family time.
Yeah,
you add
CPT
2 hours
time.
to
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Yeah. so we got a little bit digested. Went out there, ate good again, and yeah, it was all good. Wasn't no problems around my place either.
Well, see, that didn't happen for me because everybody wanted to be ready at 3 today. I mean, that day. My mom and dad was like, oh, food gonna be ready at 3. We're gonna start eating at 3. I was like, okay. I asked my aunt, hey, when everybody eating? Oh, we're gonna start eating about 3. I'm like, God damn it. Man, I'm gonna have to miss out on something. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to at 3. Man, people was ready. They wasn't playing. Not playing. So I picked out of dad's house, had like 3-4 plates. And I was like, ooh, okay. Nah. I'm going to my aunt and them place, and I know all the relatives. I got a couple cousins and stuff over there that don't play when it come to that red velvet cake. Mm-hmm. So I was like, good. I got a little bit of room for a couple slices of red velvet. Let's go.
Yeah. You ever had a key lime cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good too.
That's my joint, man.
Somebody need to do like a layered red velvet cake, put the key lime in the middle. Woo! Man.
Ooh.
And hey, didn't you say
somebody get on it?
Didn't you say somebody told you red velvet cake ain't nothing but chocolate cake, or don't taste the same as chocolate cake, or some foolishness like that a while back?
I don't know that somebody told me that. I can't remember, but I do know that a lot of people's red velvet cake does taste like that.
Y'all making it wrong.
Yeah,
making it wrong.
They making it wrong. I can't stand it, especially like if you get it store-bought.
Yeah,
if you get a store-bought, it ain't nothing but chocolate cake with red food coloring.
Then it's too much red food coloring, because if you get red velvet cake at somebody's house, it's red. You get it at the store-bought, that thing is dark burgundy.
Yeah.
It's way too, But no. I mean, but, that store homemade is always better anyway.
Yeah.
Always. So, oh, man. Pops made his ribs. Ugh.
Oh, he made it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I was telling a friend of mine, he was like, that's not a Thanksgiving meal. Shit.
Oh, yeah, right.
We adding it here. Man, told them things up.
Do y'all do anything after Thanksgiving?
Just sit around, watch the game, or watch some movies or something, just chill.
Like the next day?
Oh, like the next day, no. Well, I mean, we all was over at my mom's house last night, just hanging out and eating again.
Yeah.
Because she made Thanksgiving for her house. But we all ended up going to another family member's house that day. But she knew we was gonna want to eat again the next day, so she just made it like like a following Thanksgiving family thing. So it was,
it was
man. Sure. I swear, we got to get a reality show or something. My mom is hilarious, man. I know she'd never come on this podcast. She too camera shy. I'm gonna sneak and set a camera up, get a good little bit of footage, and I'm like, Mom, don't be mad, but I want you to see this. And she see how funny that job is, and then hopefully she don't kill me. But one of these days, I'm gonna get some of them glasses or something. I ain't got to worry about her figuring out she don't listen to this podcast. But yeah. Mom, I'm coming for you. We can get some money off you.
Yeah, well, we last night, which was Friday, we went. We always have an oyster roast, or we usually have an oyster roast on the Friday after Thanksgiving. Okay, so nice. We went out to my aunt. I don't eat oysters, but you don't eat oysters? Yeah, we had crabs too.
Oh yeah, it's always blue other stuff there, but I'm just
They had some barbecue, some. Like Boston butt, and out there they had, this was like a lot of extended family and stuff. Everybody was out there drinking. They had to send us to the store to get some 1792.
The hell is that?
Exactly. Okay. Whew. I thought I was the only one. I had no idea what it was. I still don't know what it is. It's like some kind of brown. It's brown liquor. Okay. So, yeah. Whiskey, so they sent us to the store to get it because ain't nobody else was budging. Everybody telling us, "Oh, my car kind of blocked in or whatever." It's like, man, we on the street. We'll go get it. And then as soon as I walked away from them. After they gave me the money and stuff for it, I'm like, what's 1792? I don't know what it is. So we went in the store, fumbling all over everything. Like, is this the bottle? Then it was like a small batch and single malt. Like, there was two different kinds. I'm like, which one they want? So I'm trying to call to figure out what they want.
And nobody answered the phone.
Nope, nobody was answering the phone.
Never answered the net, bro. That always happens.
I had to end up calling my brother. He finally picked up the phone. And gave the phone to one of them. And, so actually Vernon was with me. And he was just like, just get this one. Just let's go. Because we was taking all day. And then later, they brought out they had some moonshine. Woo! I don't know where they got it from. They had it in a...
Oh, you ain't supposed to know.
Yeah. They had it in a regular, like water jug,
ooh, and they was calling. They had some real moonshine.
Yeah, they was calling it holy water.
Oh Lord!
They came around asking who want to take shots and stuff. You know, I don't drink. Yeah. And Tiffany was like, "Oh, I'll take a shot." And one of my uncles was like, "Oh, you take a shot? All right, we gonna bring you down here. Here we got like oh, we got a new member. We got to give her a ceremony. Like, oh, we didn't know it was gonna be all this. They just straight took her to church. They singing. What the hell? They singing "Wade in the Water."
No, they're not. Yes, I'm coming next year.
So it took them about 20 minutes to take the shot because they over there preaching a whole sermon.
That is excessive.
And then Tiffany finally drank it. Tiffany and Vernon took a shot. And they finally took the shot, and both of them like, oh, it was all right. Like, and they like, and then they saying, they're like, oh yeah, it go down smooth, but it'll come back up on you, whatever.
God dang. You know what? I got sent on the liquor run too.
Yeah.
So my uncle Bubba wanted some. So mom was like, "Oh, I got to run to the liquor store. Get something. Your Uncle Bubba want a little something to drink." I said, "All right, I'll go get it." And she was like, "Can you go?" She was like, "You can't go in no liquor store." The hell you mean I can't go in the liquor store? I was like, "What?" And she was just like, "Oh, right." She was like, "Oh,
what?" Lord. She actually thought you were underage,
bruh. She done forgot.
Oh, she done forgot.
She forgot. I was just like, huh? I was like, I've been told I look a little young in the face, but I don't look that young in the face, do I? Like this whole beard and these couple of gray hairs, man.
Yeah, not.
Like, dog. She said, y'all growing up so fast. I said, apparently. Sheesh.
about 10 years ago. Like,
you can't get no what? Like, I work for Red Bull. I be in and out of liquor stores. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but everything was fine. We never got around to doing. We were supposed to like make some gingerbread houses. Well, not gingerbread, but Oreo. They got some Oreo houses you make now.
Bruh, can we just keep traditions?
No. I would rather Oreo.
I
gingerbread.
I would prefer Oreo over gingerbread, but that's not the point.
Okay.
Because now they done threw down the gauntlet. So that's not
going. Who else coming next?
Next is going to be Lay's houses. Dorito houses.
Even do that?
I don't know. They going to figure it out, man. Everything. God, dog it, man. God, really? Oreo? Y'all, Bisco? Y'all
Oreo.
Take a seat. Y'all already got the pie crust. Y'all couldn't just chill.
Yeah,
just leave it alone.
We had too many little kids around there.
Yeah.
It's like, no way we can make this work with all of them. Everybody gonna want to put in, or they just gonna want to take the candy and stuff we got supposed to be putting on the house, eating it. It's like, nah, it's gonna be too wild. Let's not.
Man,
not
everybody
do it.
kept trying to get me to drink too.
Oh yeah.
When I went to my aunt's house, they were trying to get me to drink. I'm at my mom's. Just, hey, get a little taste. Come on, I need help finishing this bottle. I'm good. You finish it yourself. You wanted it. You got it.
Yeah, nobody bothered me too much.
No, I mean, they wouldn't.
Usually they'd be like, "You want some?" I say no, and they'd be like, "They don't really."
Nah,
too much.
They wasn't being too over the top, but I had to turn it down 2 or 3 times at both locations. It's like, hey, what you got in that cup? Punch? No, what's in the punch? Punch!
It's punch.
It's punch in the punch. But man,
yeah, like nobody. I don't think people really understand that. Like, I don't drink. Like, I legit don't drink.
Bro,
I stopped drinking.
That baffles
completely.
Bro, that baffles people.
It baffles people. It's like, oh,
like, you don't drink poison?
Like, you not drinking right now? Yeah. Like, you're not drinking this poison? This thing that none of us should probably be drinking?
No,
but it's
throw people every time.
Yeah, they just think like, oh, he not drinking right now, or he
that's another thing I got.
Or whatever.
Yeah, but so you driving?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm driving. Yeah. We out in fucking Richmond Hills, a 40-minute drive back to my place. So I am technically driving, but nonetheless, I just don't want that. Anyway, let's get to these topics.
Yeah, let's get to these stories. All right, so a teacher of the year out in Texas allegedly performed oral sex on a student in a classroom. At least that's what the authorities say. She is 36 years old and
cute as usual.
She is not bad looking at all.
They never are, man. They never are. They never are.
So
easily could have got her own man. Probably got one. Does she have one? Is she in a relationship? She married? Because they always be married, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't say here. Like, this article doesn't give a whole lot of details.
That's good.
And like they didn't. I don't even think it says, or at least I couldn't find it. It doesn't even say how old the student was, but it is a high school,
right?
And it seems like the way they found out was through text messages, and and it just says the text messages seem to be consistent with the teen's accusations.
Oh, dang, he snitched?
Sounds like it.
Head must like look good.
Like that's kind of rare. Usually they end up getting caught, like their parents end up looking through their phone or something.
Our friend
and maybe
out and tell.
And maybe that happened.
Hating.
Maybe that happened. It's just not saying that here. This article comes from the New York Post. And this happened 3 days ago, or this article came out 3 days ago, or something like that. And it's just,
hey, no child left behind.
Yeah.
Everybody gets ahead.
And it's like, what do they?
He must have been ahead of the class.
What do they really get out of it. I understand what the child gets out of it, but
I'm pretty sure it was more than just head. I
mean, this is what the evidence that they have.
Oh, is that least, or was it?
Is that
man? They've been
and it's not much evidence. It's just he said, she said thing. She's probably going to get off because they don't have enough. I mean, the text.
She was getting off.
A text message. Yeah, a text message is very circumstantial.
Right. She could probably get in trouble for talking to him like that. But if there's no
because why is she even have this boy's number?
Right, and they don't never get but with the teachers thing is pretty much just like the cops. They just get relocated.
Oh yeah.
So even if she does,
I mean, when this came out, she took leave, so she gets to do that while this is being investigated. But in this case, I don't mind it as much because there is reasonable doubt.
Yeah,
like I agree. If that's all you got, now you got video footage. That's a different story.
Ooh, that's hard.
Talking about a text message, and it's not even saying that.
Kelly got off. He was right there front and center with the video.
Yeah, but it was pretty blurry, and
it was good enough.
It was dark. The lighting wasn't good. Not that I saw it, but I heard.
You know you saw it.
I did not see that.
You know you saw it.
I did not.
Well, I'm showing it to you after the
show. I'm good. I will definitely not see it now.
Oh yeah, shoot. I won't go to jail.
Definitely not watch it.
But yeah, hey, I can say I saw it. I was in high school when that shit came out. So.
Yeah, and it's like this article is kind of just riffing on the fact that this is Teacher of the Year.
Yeah,
but hey, just like this is your star teacher, and this is what she got going on. That's how she keep those grades.
Hey, bro, that is some motivation.
Yeah, that is.
For everybody who passed this test, they get to spend some time with me after class. I bet you every dude passed that test. Maybe some of the girls probably passed that test off that motivation.
And of course, there's a double standard with these kind of situations.
Always, because
male teacher on a female younger student, horrible. Yeah. Everybody's horrified. Like, how could he do this kind of thing? This little girl's life is ruined now.
Yep.
Girl, a female teacher, attractive female teacher on a male student is like,
boy, he lucky.
Yeah. It's like, where was this teacher when I was in school? That's the usual response.
That's definitely what I want to know. Sheesh. I could have used some help in math. I was good in science, man. Could have helped out now.
So what do you think about it?
Well, double standard aside, because guys are going to be guys,
Yeah.
So jokes aside, they should both be tried the same.
Of course.
Again, jokes aside, they should both be tried exactly the same. But we both know that's... Well, I don't know. That's not happening, so I can't say that. For the most part, they seem to get the same amount.
It's been, yeah. I really think it's been about the same.
Okay, well, that's good, but, again, guys are going to be guys.
But I feel like, I mean, I have no, like documentation of this or anything, but I really feel like the reputation status of like these teachers, of female teachers who do it as opposed to male teachers, they could probably still continue to do things outside of that, because people just find female how do I call it? Offenders, female sex offenders, as not a real threat.
Yeah, because it's probably because men have to actually be aroused for stuff to go on. But me being aroused don't mean I want it. I mean, certain things I can avoid help stimulate me, but I mean, sheesh, if no means no. No means no.
Yeah. So that's very true.
But hey, man, it's the way of the world. It'll even out sooner or later. We'll see. We should have had a feminist to bring with us. See what they say about this.
Yeah, definitely should have. Yeah, I didn't.
How do we know that the boy didn't pressure her into doing something? Men can be very intimidating of all ages.
Right? Who knows?
Bull like that.
Who knows? And that's why I kind of want to know, like, how old this student is. Because that can change.
I want to say he was like 17 when they started and then 18. Not on that, but...
Did you...
I'll skim through these. You know, you always go deeper in than I do.
Yeah.
But I skimmed through it, and I want to say he was 17 when it started and 18. I got this from Chris. Shout out to Cloud. We'll guess we could tag him in the...
Yeah, we can tag him.
Yeah, we'll tag you in the thing. But he's a friend of ours and also a Twitch streamer. Check him out. It's pretty good. But yeah, he sent me the article. So I skimmed through, but I was working at the time, so like I said, I could only skim through it. But I was just like, "Ooh, yep, we're gonna be talking about this weekend."
And this is a few times happening, at least, and it's like an attractive woman or
teacher, yeah.
And I guess they just not getting what they need at home, so you're around all these young virile boys and you like,
and you know, to be fair, I've been a teenager, obviously, but so I've had probably just 2 or 3 attractive teachers, and of course we would say some slick stuff, but of course we never imagined anything would happen.
Right
now we got out of school and a year can't go by with 2 or 3 of these fine teachers getting in trouble for this crap. Like, God dog, where were y'all? Well, actually, I can't say that because 2 teachers did get caught doing the same thing in my school.
Oh,
yeah. The female basketball coach was one of the male basketball players, which is actually a friend of mine. And I was just like, "Man, you all right?" And he was like, "I'm good."
I'm great.
Like, I'm fine. And he was, matter of fact, he was one of those kids that was like, I was in the 10th grade and he was in the 9th grade, and dude was almost 7 foot tall.
Oh,
dude was big as hell. And, obviously he was on the basketball team. Yeah. So with other than his face, he looked older. So his face was real young looking. So it was obvious. But yeah, she messed with him, and she was gone after that. And another teacher did something. I think that guy was a guy, but it was with.
You think that guy was a guy?
Well, I think that teacher was a guy. But yeah, and something like that happened with that too, with the senior. But yeah, so that happened at my school. Didn't happen to me though.
Yeah.
And the female teacher, she was fine now.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she was a female she was the female basketball team's coach, and I think she was also a health teacher or something at the same time. So,
yeah. So I think about it like, I guess I never really. Yeah, I definitely flirted with teachers in high school, with some teachers in high school. And there was one teacher in particular at one of my high schools. I went to 3 different high schools, but at one of those...
Hey, you told me you moved around a lot, but
yeah. One of those high schools, there was this younger teacher who was way too... like
friendly
and touchy, like always want hugs.
But you know that's not the hugs.
Yeah,
I was about to say women tend to be like, a little more touchy and then be all offended when we think something of it. But dudes don't be that touchy like that. So if a girl is touchy, dudes will be like, "Oh, she want a little something."
Yeah,
but
so I was waiting on the story to come out about her because I was like, I know she. No, ain't no way.
Nothing ever happened, huh?
No, not that I heard of. I never.
Well, you know what another
back
thing
into
is?
it.
We kept our mouths shut.
Right.
What? We ain't spilling the beans on that.
Right.
Shoot, no. She could buy us shoes and take us to the fair and all of that. And keep that on hush.
But we shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't, but hey, guys, gonna be guys. Again, I'm not trying to make light of a woman sexually harassing a younger male is okay. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that me as a youngster, us as a youngster, we is gonna keep that to ourselves. We don't. Granted, it is something that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
it is probably something that will damage you on a psychological level.
Definitely.
That will probably gonna go unnoticed for a long time, and then you find out you a sex addict and trying to figure out why, or maybe you'll be attracted to older women trying to figure out why. Yeah, because like you predisposed to. But aside from that, but in the moment, ain't no dude gonna say nothing. Nah, you might tell your homeboy, and if he a hater, he gonna tell. But other than that,
yeah.
But our age group, man, we wasn't like that. Nobody would say a thing. If, like you said, somebody, they get caught. Ain't nobody told. They got caught.
Yeah. Probably in the act.
The Act 24.
Nice plug.
It was corny.
All right, next one. A pregnant woman is left horrified after having an obvious and leg-shaking orgasm during a pelvic exam. And she admits that she can't look her obstetrician in the eye anymore.
She wasn't a squirter, was she?
No.
Whew,
it doesn't.
She might have not been able to look at him in the eye for another reason. Oh, well, she's probably female, right? Because I think they only let females do that now, right? Or at least a female got to be in the room.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
That's a thing. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
For OBGYN? You have to have a
either have to be a female or a female nurse has to be in the room. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
Too much nasty stuff is going on, man.
Sure.
People can't keep their goddamn hands to themselves.
I mean, getting off the story, but do you remember it was like a 15-year-old kid who was like pretending to be?
Boy, I remember that. He is a genius. He is a dirty, filthy, nasty genius.
He was running a business.
Just looking at vaginas all day long.
I'm gonna have to find that article and put it in the description. I don't remember details from it, but it was a crazy situation.
But even still, I'm pretty sure because I remember on Seinfeld a long time ago they made a joke about him getting gassed, and he was like, he pretty sure they did something while he was asleep because they were buttoning their clothes back up when he was coming to. And I mentioned it to my dad, and he was like, "Oh, because something like that happened in the news a couple times. Somebody got in trouble for that. It was just like too many people was coming forward, like, hey, I think this motherfucker nasty, bro. He keep doing stuff. We coming too." And you see people buttoning their clothes back up. Hey, man, what y'all was doing? Like all of them, none of that stuff need to come off for you to clean my teeth.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty, like I said, all of that came from something else. So there's stuff like that need to happen. Plus, like I said, man, dudes are nasty. Dudes are nasty. I'm a dude. Yeah. I know I like some stuff, but I got self-control. But I can't stop. But here, so much stuff dudes be doing, man. Guys are nasty. Y'all are nasty, bro. Y'all giving us a bad name. Good guys like me and Al, y'all giving us a bad name. Keep your hands to your damn self.
And she said she was attracted to the doctor. She admitted that her doctor is straight up gorgeous, tall, slender, beautiful smile, long legs, the whole deal. Dang, she was going all in, like
long legs.
It's like what?
Gorgeous. When the last time you heard a dude get called gorgeous? Is it a woman or is it a man?
It's a woman.
I'm saying, is it the doctor a woman?
No, it's a man. Oh, wait a minute. You're right. I don't know.
It doesn't say. That's ridiculous.
I'm sure it says somewhere, but now I got to skim the whole article again because I had assumed it was a male, but now that you just said that, of course it might be a female. Oh, you're right. It's a female.
Aha! I thought it was strange for just gorgeous, long legs. Like what? Those are female traits. Like I know a woman is talking about it, but I'm not looking at no long legs.
Yep, with her female obstetrician. Yep. Why they didn't say that in the title?
I don't know.
Just wanted to show me being sexist. Like it couldn't be a female obstetrician, even though probably most of them.
Like I said, I'm fairly certain that is a thing. They cannot be in there by themselves no more, which is, I don't think is a bad thing. Because, I mean, granted, I might offend somebody, but so I don't see why any man in his right mind would become OBGYN
without ulterior motives.
Yeah. You about to have your head in vaginas for the rest of your career.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, there's definitely some incentive.
Now, granted, I know that, you could have to maybe have a passion for helping people give childbirth and yada, 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 to hell with all of that. You want to be in vaginas. That's what you want.
Yeah. If you got to look at something all day.
You want to look at somebody's mouth or you want to look at somebody's vajayjay?
Right.
Which at the same time, I'm pretty sure that career choice backfires on several occasions.
You got to be somewhat interested in it. Like
somebody come in there, prop their legs up. You're like, have you been doing any hard activities? I was in the gangbang a couple weeks ago. I was like, was it elephants?
And the woman it happened to, she says she generally identifies as heterosexual.
Yeah, but that line is extremely thin for
But she said,
women,
but this woman could definitely make me reconsider.
See, only a woman can get away with saying something like that.
Yeah.
If a dude says something like that, this mug gay, bro.
Yeah.
He gay.
Yeah, ain't no in between.
Ain't no in between. I said, that line is very thin for women. We won't be touching each other's titties and stuff. Like, oh, hold on, let me fix these for you. Shoot, like how, hey man, your pants a little jacked up. Let me get you, bro. Like, man, if you don't get your hands off of me.
Hey man, you're flying zip.
Hey, like, never happen. You got some linen on your shirt.
I'll be like,
you got some linen on your chest. Let me get that for you, man. You get punched real quick if you don't get your hands off of me, man.
Eyelash in your eye.
Let me blow it out. Never happen. That'll be the end of y'all friendship real quick. Hey man, don't come no further than arm's reach to me, bro. I don't know what you was on the other day. Shit, if you let that slide, shit, he might invite you to the park to let you see some dandelions. Eat some trail mix.
That's some trail mix. What these red things?
It's cranberries.
Fuck these cranberries.
Oh Lord. For people who don't get the reference, it's from a stand-up comedian named Ali Sadiq.
Yeah.
Dude is hilarious. Check him out.
Rich. Look, DJ. Red-chested robin. Which we got way off the subject. I don't even... Why were we talking about this again? It's just a crazy thing that happened.
Oh, because the woman was like, she can identify as a straight, and she was like, but she could definitely make her reconsider. And I was just saying that'll never be okay for a man to say some stuff like that. Only women can get away with that because that line for straight and lesbian for women is very blurred.
Definitely. Yeah. But I meant this story in general because honestly, I bet this shit happens all the time.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
You got somebody touching all over your nether regions and stuff.
Nether regions?
I don't know.
You been hanging out with your grandma? Some nether regions. Sheesh. I know you was at the family cookout. I mean, the Thanksgiving dinner, but dang. This man said nether regions. You was sitting right next to grandma.
Somebody all in your stuff. They all in the pussy. They in the cookie. They in the... Whatever else you call it. Whatever else people calling it these days.
We're blurting out pussy on the podcast now. That's what we're doing.
No.
You just said it.
What?
You just said it.
What, pussy?
Yes.
What about it?
I said, so we just blurting that out on the podcast now?
What's wrong with pussy?
I don't know. I just felt like it might be something that we might get demonetized.
Man, I don't give a fuck about demonetization. You can't do nothing against it. It's so stupid right now. It's so dumb.
We'll save it. Save it. Bro, you was rearing up, man. Yeah, we'll save it, man.
I will say this. I'm done with like trying to censor myself so much. Like I just can't do it. Like it's not even fun anymore. Like I can't even, like I have some funny ass jokes sometimes that I'm thinking of and like, oh, is that too much? That's probably too much. I don't know how to go say that right now. I'll say it later when I figure out a cleaner way to say it. Don't never get around to it because there ain't no cleaner way to say it. It ain't funny when you say it clean.
True. It's very true.
Yeah, and it don't matter anyway. That's a whole thing. Yeah, that's a whole podcast. That is a whole podcast.
Right. Well, for that particular thing, we're just talking about trying to get having our video of our podcast on YouTube. They're real particular about certain things, and it seems like any and everything is getting people dropped, banned, demonetized. So
yeah, or we just won't show up.
Yeah, or we won't show up. Yeah.
It's just stuff like that, and they won't clearly tell you the guidelines, or the guidelines keep on changing,
and that's bullshit. Because I watch a couple YouTubers that got they channels banned, and they ask, well, what did we do to get banned? And it just says we violated terms and agreements. And that shit is like 100 pages long. What the fuck did I just? What you got to tell me? What paragraph 1, 2, 3, 70? Like line? Which one? Which one did I violate? Yeah. They don't tell you. Just hit the road, Jack. And that's it.
And the problem with it is because of ad revenue. They lost a lot of ad revenue.
As if Google needed any more fucking money.
Yeah. But I mean, they lost a lot. They did lose a lot, and they tried to jump in there and do whatever they could do to clear things up when they had the whole adpocalypse thing a few years ago. When
I remember that.
Somebody wrote an article where they found out that like a Coke ad or something was running on obviously racist video, like blatantly, and then all the big companies like just started dropping out, like, we don't want to show our ads on YouTube anymore if they're going to be put on these types of videos. And it's like, you know how many videos are on YouTube? It's too many. It is ridiculous. And I will say this about YouTube. YouTube is amazing with the way they let you upload videos and stuff, because we upload videos on YouTube all day. For the audio version of this of the podcast, you need to. There are free ways you can do it, but they are far from the best ways.
Right.
But most people use a service. We use a service, Buzzsprout, and we upload our content, our audio to Buzzsprout, and then we set it up to go out to every other podcast service. And
there are a lot of them.
Yeah, and for that, it's like, it's not unlimited. There are different tiers that you can get, and this particular service goes off hours or whatever. So you have a particular number of hours you can put on there. On YouTube, you can put as long as you want.
Yep.
If you got the time and a way to upload it, they'll take it. It's just, and they'll put it up there, and it'll be able to be viewed. Now, it might not be able to easily be found, especially when you first start. No, that's why we always talk about sharing and everything. Sharing is the most important thing for and not just the video version of this podcast, for the audio and everything. Really, sharing is the most important, because we are in a sea of podcasts.
Yeah,
everybody's got a podcast. We should have jumped on
this a few years ago, man.
Yeah, and it's like more people going. Like a couple people I follow like just started doing podcasts now. I was like, man, they're doing podcasts now too. Like, man, and I feel like that kind of messes up everything. We got too many celebrities and stuff coming into the podcast game now.
That's killing me, man.
Stay in your lane,
bro. Y'all ain't making enough.
They about as bad as porn stars going to OnlyFans. Yep. Y'all just blowing it. Y'all messing up the market. Come on.
T.I., Will Ferrell, Joe Rogan. Well, Joe Rogan does everything, so I'm gonna let him slide. But Joe Rogan, what's it? The rapper Joe Budden.
Yeah.
And these are just the famous people I know about. Matter of fact, what's the old video vixen? She got a podcast now. Melissa Ford.
You could probably call out a bunch of names, and they probably got a podcast.
Yep. Yeah. Like, man, it's crazy. There's a sea of podcasts out there. If there's anything you like to hear about, man, there's a podcast for it. Hopefully, we fit somewhere in your taste buds.
Yeah.
But I don't let it bother me because I look at it like this. Like I said, with my job, I have to go in liquor stores a lot. I have to go in grocery stores a lot.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how many different kinds of liquor and bread there are?
Oh yeah.
There's too many to count. There's too many to count. And even if you go in one grocery store and you see about 50 kinds of bread, you can go in another grocery store and you see 10 that you didn't see at the other store. So and
if somebody wasn't buying those breads, they wouldn't be selling them.
Right. So
yeah,
somebody like us.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I know at least a few people do.
Yeah, we got some.
A few
people
were upset that we did not record a podcast last week.
Man, I got some hate mail. You motherfuckers! The nerve, of y'all. So,
like, how you not gonna put up the podcast? And I felt bad because I told one person at least, it's like, oh yeah, we about to film it tomorrow. We gonna film it, record it tomorrow, and like. It just didn't happen. Had a whole bunch of stuff going on and just
couldn't get it together. It's our fault.
Yeah, it's my fault.
I'm just messing around. Hey, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is a hobby. We do this for fun. So
we ain't making no money.
Not at all.
So
not at all.
Just know that your likes are like money to us. Just give us some likes and some shares. That is what we need some of them likes.
What likes at?
We need some of them likes. I suck your for some likes. All right, let me get to this last story. This last story is Google Stadia, the streaming platform. It's a game streaming platform. Is not doing so well. So what I mean about game streaming is I'm pretty sure everybody has a Netflix account. This is just for the people who just have no idea that this stuff is going on. When you stream Netflix, you are streaming Netflix you're streaming the show or the movie you're watching from a server where Netflix is providing it. So you're playing that from the internet. It's coming to you piece by piece. You are streaming it. So now we have video games are trying to move over into a streaming market. And Stadia in particular, made by Google, is a complete platform based on streaming. So this means, this is the idea that you don't need anything but the service, basically. You will be able to play video games on whatever system you have as long as you have the proper internet connection you need. And a lot of people do have those internet connections. A
lot of people don't too.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. But I feel like there is a big enough market of people who have the level of internet to be able to stream games. Here's the thing with that. Who is that for? Who doesn't? It seems like they want it to be for people who don't particularly play video games, who don't have a PlayStation 4, an Xbox, or a PC capable of running video games. And it's just not enough people out there interested.
No, not in casual gaming like that. Obviously. And even then, I saw a lot of the reviews, and it don't stream very well. Not to mention that the selection is very small of the games you can play. I mean, which it would grow over time, but if you're jumping out there on that small bit of stuff, you should have waited.
So at first they had 12 games they were launching with.
That ain't shit.
And I made a comparison to Netflix. This is not like Netflix in the way that you get a bunch of games a la carte with the service. You have to actually buy most of the games. Now, in the Stadia Pro subscription, the lowest tier is $10. And you get, they are saying that they are going to be adding games to the service. So you will get some games for free.
You got to buy these games?
Oh, you didn't know about that?
Nah, I thought you just paid for the service.
No. You gotta buy the games at fairly retail price. Like for new games, when it comes out, if it comes out to Stadia, which that's not even clear yet.
Hold the hell up, bro.
You gotta pay $60 to play it on this streaming service.
What the hell?
And you just get it on Stadia.
So you got to buy Stadia. Service. You got to buy their service. Well, you got to pay for their service.
There is a free version. There is a free version
which comes with how many games?
None.
So
Stadia is going to work eventually. Not right now. Not at
it don't work right now.
Yeah, not at launch. Not at launch is a free version even available. And that's another thing with this. Not only that, it's not just the $10 subscription. You had to have had a Founders Edition, which comes with the Chromecast, a Google Chromecast Ultra, which is a special one because Google Chromecast Ultras already exist. But this is a special one
that lets you something other than Ultra.
This is a special one.
Xbox One all over.
This is a special one that works with Stadia. No other Google Chromecast device works with Stadia yet.
They couldn't have just called it. Never mind.
But they said that a patch is going to be coming out later that will allow you to play Stadia on
regular Chromecast.
On your regular Chromecast Ultra. Yeah.
What does a Chromecast Ultra do?
It's 4K. It's 4K.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's 4K. That's what it's Ultra HD. That's all it really is. It has a like a stronger processor in it and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so you had to pay $130 for that. You get the Chromecast Ultra and the Google controller. They have a Stadia controller. And the only way to play the games right now is, or at least on the Chromecast, is with that controller. Oh, no, it's not that. The controller works wirelessly with the Chromecast Ultra.
Okay, that's cool.
But for your phone, which it only works on Pixel devices right now, Pixel
is a Google phone.
Pixel 2, 3, or 4, I believe it is. That's the only the only phones it works on right now. Stadia is available for. It will.
I'm really not feeling this story at all.
It will come to other devices later.
Yeah, the 12th
but as of right now, it is only for those Pixel devices. It's ridiculous. It really is. And to use the controller, you have to plug it in. You can't even use the controller wirelessly with the Pixel devices yet.
You have to plug them into the phone.
You got to plug them into the phone with a USB-C cable. Or I guess they'll all be USB-C since they're those Pixel devices.
For people who can't see my face, I'm not feeling this trash at all. But go ahead, man. You got flow.
And like the only free games they have available, they have one exclusive game that I actually forgot what it's called now. Guilt. It's called Guilt. And it's like this little indie game, which is fine. Indie games, there are great, fantastic indie games out there, but you do not launch a platform like this.
The indie game, no, you can go AAA.
Yeah, you got to have something to make somebody go to Stadia, because right now there is little reason to go over to Stadia. Except the promise that you can play your games anywhere. But right now, it's so convoluted to the point you can't really do it. And for the people who do have the equipment they need and the kind of internet service they need, like you said, it's not consistent. It's not working. It's lagging and stuff like that.
But didn't somebody already try to make a streaming game platform?
Yeah, there was OnLive way back in the day before they got bought by, or at least the system they were using got bought by PlayStation, and that's what PlayStation Now is. PlayStation Now is a streaming service.
Wasn't there what was that? There was a console that came out a while ago. I'll probably say maybe almost 5 years ago. It was a smaller console, and I think there was supposed to be like a streaming thing as well.
I don't know anything about that.
It obviously did do well. If you don't know about it.
Yeah.
But I forgot the name of it.
Because OnLive was a service, but it was meant to be used on your computer. And of course, PlayStation Now can only be used on, at least I believe it can only be used on PlayStation 4, and I think it can be played on a PlayStation TV device. Maybe, I'm not sure though. But that. The type of streaming that Google is trying to do is supposed to be different, and it's supposed to be able to work just off the server, so I can jump off my phone, go over to the Chromecast device, turn it on, and the game is in the same place, streaming from the cloud. Did you find the device?
It was called Ouya?
No, the Ouya was Ouya. It was an Android-based gaming system.
I could have sworn it was streaming, though.
I don't think so.
Oh, well. We'll figure it out. But anywho.
Yeah, they just had like... It was meant to be mobile. It was meant to be mobile gaming, but they were just like mobile games on
the TV?
A little system. No, they had a handheld.
Oh, okay. I saw the controller, but it just looked like the PlayStation 4
and I think they also had a box you can get.
Yeah, I saw the box.
But then it ended up like everybody's phone could do that within the next few, or not even the next few years, like the next year or so after they developed the system. I believe it was like a Kickstarter, and like it completely flopped. Like it did worse than Google is doing right now. Although people are looking at numbers of like what consoles people are playing games on, and it's like nobody is playing through Stadia right now.
What a shock.
Which they had a bunch of... No, this is the shocking part, because people bought it. A bunch of people bought it. They're not playing it.
Well, of course a bunch of people bought it because a person is smart. People as a whole are fucking dumb. No, I tell anybody I know, You don't buy the first electronic
out of the gate.
No, it's always
unless you just got the money to blow.
Well, I say unless you just got the money to blow, or if you don't mind getting the warranty, because you're gonna send that motherfucker back.
Yeah. Now, when I say people bought it, it's not like record-breaking numbers. I don't have the numbers here, but it's
you don't have to have the number. I know for a fact it wasn't a record
because it's mostly just people who are buying it to review it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of those.
Yeah, who bought it to review it, and then everybody else is just on the
game reviews and tech reviews. So yeah.
Yeah. If you want to be on the bleeding edge of technology, you buy into this and see how it performs. But it's not good.
Poorly.
Yeah. It's not good. So that whole
Did you buy one?
No. Hell no. I had like zero interest in it.
Oh, okay.
Once I found out that you had to buy the games. Like, I thought it was going to be like a service.
Play Now. Like PlayStation Play Now, yeah.
Yeah, like PlayStation Now or Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Xbox Game Pass, Xbox is rolling out their own streaming service.
And
they're calling Project
some Google ass.
Yeah, they're calling Project xCloud right now. And I actually got into the preview. You could sign up to preview it. And they're calling it a preview because it is a preview. It's a beta. It's a beta. Call it a beta. This Google Stadia right now, it's a beta. But they didn't call it that. This is a full launch for them. And it's ugly. It's too ugly.
I'm talking grandma getting out the tub ugly.
The Project xCloud works. It works. Of
course it does.
And I lied and said I had an Xbox One controller because I figured it was necessary for the trial.
Yeah.
Which they said that it's not supported right now, but it will be supported next year.
So what were you playing it on?
I was playing it on my phone with my PlayStation 4 controller because it is supported. They just said that an update is going to come out later, but everybody who's tried it is like, it's already working. And it's not just...
They're ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
Shit.
They are already ahead of themselves.
Take notes, Google. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Big boy style.
Yeah. And it connects wirelessly. You have to connect it wirelessly through Bluetooth. I don't think it works if you plug it in. But it's pretty decent. Like, I was playing Gears of War 5 and
gross. I hate Gears of War. I always did.
Yeah, well, anyway, the game
I don't like any shooting game where you shoot somebody in the head and they don't die. I'm sorry. To hell with it.
Well,
don't you dare mention Division.
You could do...
It's an RPG. Don't count.
You could do headshots on at least this one. You can do headshots.
Well,
so
sorry, they already lost me. I'm gone.
Well, anyway, I'm playing the game and it looks pretty decent. It's obviously not HD. Well, actually, I won't say that. It's not obviously not HD, but because it is HD.
I mean, with such a small screen, it should be hard.
It's 720p.
Yeah,
the game stream out in 720p. They were very upfront with that. They were like, "This is not supposed to be 4K. The optimum way to play the game. It's just like you can do this." And Stadia is claiming that you'll be able to play, all these games in 4K, and of course, none of them really play in 4K. Digital Foundry is doing videos and they're actually up-resing 1440p or whatever, like consoles do, like the Pro, like PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X tend to do. Xbox One X does output more games in native 4K. PlayStation 4 Pro, as much as I hate to say it, it just can't do it. There's like no game that streams out in 4K. They have a back and forth with that,
man. Every year, PlayStation 3 was a lot more powerful than 360, but 360 sold more. PlayStation 4 is less powerful than the Xbox One, but the PlayStation 4 sold more. So,
well, the Xbox One X is more powerful than the PlayStation 4 Pro, but the original Xbox was
you're right.
not.
The original Xbox was not more powerful.
It wasn't more powerful than even the base version of the PlayStation 4. The One S, I think, was in parity, I believe, except it was better because now it could output 4K. Right. The Xbox One S, but no games were in 4K, so it didn't matter much.
Barely any damn shows in 4K.
Yeah. Even still now, it's almost nothing.
Like everybody trying to jump on this 4K bandwagon.
Everybody says 4K.
Don't rush to it. It's not worthy yet, man.
Not happening.
Save your money because they trying to pimp y'all. This
just
very little 4K kind. If you got the money to blow, go right on ahead. But if you got to pinch your pennies to get something 4K TV or some crap like that, save it. It ain't worth the dude. It's not.
Yeah, so Google Stadia is saying you could do 4K and all this, and they want you to be able to do that, which takes more internet speed and all that.
Certain services got this damn cap they do.
Right.
Which is bull crap.
Right. So Xbox is putting out this very modest system where, we can do this, and it looks pretty good. 720p on the phone looks pretty good. And I'm playing the game in real time. Now, there is lag. There is noticeable lag. Granted, I am using a PlayStation 4 controller, but I'm pretty sure. Beta. Yeah, not to mention it's a beta, but I'm pretty sure that, the controller doesn't have anything to do with it. It's a slight delay. And it's like, that's understandable because this is a preview.
Right.
But
stuff like this is excusable for a preview.
Right.
For a launch, you'd be pissed.
It does work. It does lag out and stuff like this. It's not consistent. Like, I'm on my 250 gigabit connection at home and it's telling me the signal's not strong enough or whatever sometimes. And then I went to work and was playing on my data, on my cellular data, and it was working pretty good. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, so and a lot of people seem to be having these kind of situations. But anyway, the point is the thing works about just as well as Stadia does, and they have 50 games available in this preview. I don't own an Xbox. I barely have an Xbox Live account. The only reason I have an Xbox Live account is because
you used to have an Xbox.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I had an Xbox. No, I had the original Xbox, but I don't even think I had an Xbox Live account then. I use my PC, my Windows account for Xbox Live. Yeah. So that's the only reason I really have an Xbox Live account. And I can play all these games for free because I'm in this preview. All these 50 games are available to me.
You dropped the ball, Google.
And I don't know how long this preview is going to go on. But then Xbox also has Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, which is their subscription service for not streaming games, but for being able to download the games onto your Xbox or now your PC. There's also Xbox Game Pass for PC, which is a tremendous value for about $10 a month. And even cheaper than that if you buy it for a year or whatever. They have deals going on right now, like 3 months for $1.
Jeez.
Yeah, stuff like that. They have announced that the Xbox Game Pass will be included with Project xCloud. You'll be able to stream your
they are not playing
Game Pass games through xCloud. So what are you doing, Google?
For real.
You can't compete with that.
No, not at all. Man, they are not.
You asking people to buy all their games a la carte. And another thing with Project xCloud is still in that Xbox game system in that Xbox environment. So if you own an Xbox, you benefit from this, because if you buy a game, you still own the game for your Xbox. So you can still play. If something happens with your internet and you're not able, it's not working right, you can still play on your Xbox.
Yeah, man.
You don't have to stream it. With Stadia, you have to stream the games. It's not a download service or anything.
Man, they fucking up.
Yeah, it's not for anybody. Christmas shoppers, don't buy Stadia. Don't buy Founders Edition of Stadia. Nah. It's not in the least bit worth it. It's one of the dumbest things I've seen. I mean, I just don't understand the business model. Even if it worked flawlessly, I just don't understand who it's for.
Yeah, no, and even if it is for that group you mentioned before, like casual gamers who don't own the system, whatever, that's a very small group.
Yeah,
because people who like to play games, sometimes they get a system.
Yeah,
they might be a little later on getting it than people like me, but they're gonna get one because my older brother, he plays games sometimes, and even he has a system. He got a couple games. He might touch them every once in a blue moon. You're not that big of a gamer either.
No,
you have a system. You play every once in a while, but yeah. So even then, that's a small. So I don't know who. Yeah, like you said, I don't know who the hell they were aiming at.
Right now, see, I was thinking before because they announced Cyberpunk 2077 is coming to Stadia. So nice. I'm thinking, if Stadia is a service that I just pay for and I can play games I already own, elsewhere on Stadia, then, I got to go somewhere. I got to go out of town or something. I can't take my system with me, but, I could jump in and play a little bit of Cyberpunk on Stadia real quick. But no, it's not like that. I would have to buy the game twice. And then and that's not it. Then that wouldn't even be doing anything
because you gotta have the service.
Well, you gotta have the service, but it's not crossplay. So, it's not crossplay. So if I'm talking about me owning it on, say, PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you mean.
I can't take my saves, so it's not.
Bruh, I don't know what the hell they had in mind with this.
Yeah, so they are failing badly. And the question now is, how long will they stick with it? Because Google is known for shutting shit down.
They should never started. They should never started. This sounds like Google Glass Part 2.
Yeah.
Y'all should have left that alone, man. First of all, why? Why are y'all getting into the gaming industry anyway? Y'all don't have enough shit going on?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like, Google is fucking snatching up everything.
Yeah.
Trying to jump in on every little boat, and you missed the boat. You missed it. You slipped and bust your ass and fell into the water.
Right.
You're drowning. So, yeah, they probably going to scrap it. Hopefully they don't scrap it too soon, and I say hopefully for the people who actually have it already. But, man, yeah, this don't sound like it was a good move. Fortunately for them, they got money to blow. But, this definitely sounds like a hard flop.
Yeah.
Sorry for anybody who was looking forward to this. Couldn't imagine who was, but sorry if you were. Because you ain't... Google Stadia don't seem to be it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Glad I wasn't trying to get it.
Yeah, so we'll see what's happening with Stadia later. But we got to turn it in. So, I didn't forget what the whole outro stuff is. Like, it's like I didn't do it for a week.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Anything possible you can do to show that you mess with us. So, we will see you next time. Got anything else you want to say?
Be easy.
You know how you like to talk, man.